Assalamualaikum
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh. My name is Intan Fazillah and
My name is Septia Wulandari.
we want to doing conversation about Korean wave to complete the assignment subject of listening and speaking for general purpose on behalf Ma'am Nely Arif.
Check this out. Hello Intan. Good afternoon. How is it going?
It's going well. Too bad we can only communicate via the Zoom app. I hope the pandemic ends soon.
I hope so.
By the way, how long have we been learning through virtual media like this?
I think it's about 2 years.
Wow, it didn't feel like a long time either. Doesn't that feel boring and tired?
Yes, of course. Who doesn't get tired of looking gadgets or computers for hours?
That's right. But I found my own way to get rid of that boredom.
Oh really? What is that?
During the pandemic, I think I affect Korean wave.
Korean wave? Sounds familiar.
Of course, it is popular term among K-pop fans like us. If you really don't know, I'll explain what a Korean wave is. In short, it is a term to describe the phenomenon of the entry of South Korean culture, ranging from food, fashion, lifestyle, cinema, and in the field of music, of course.
Oh, it turned out there's such a term, yes. Then you could say I was hit by the Korean wave as well, right?
Mm,
Yeah, even though I only like pop music from South Korea.
yes. By the way, about Korean music, what kind of music are you listening to recently?
Mm, I love the song from soloist Jun Somi, titled Dum Dum and XOXO. Those two songs are among my top list lately. I highly recommend to you this song to listen.
Okay, thanks for the recommendation, Septia. I'll listen later. Um, we're talking about the Korean wave anymore, and you like it in terms of music, right? If I'm interested in terms of fashion, for example, such as oversized clothes that trend in Indonesia, it is actually adapted from the fashion of South Korea.
Wow, I'm one of the fans of oversized clothes, and I just found out the interesting fact that the oversized clothing trend turned out to be from South Korean fashion. Speaking of fashion in Korea, I have seen a unique and new example of fashion from one groups there, Blackpink, on their music video title Highlight That. They wear modern hanbok, which they combines elements of traditional Korean clothing, that is hanbok, by adding modern elements so that it can be used not on certain day.
Wow, it's really creative and unique. It looks like I'll try it sometime.
It could be that. In terms of food, is there anything you like or would you like to recommend to me?
Of course, there. I will recommend to you some Korean food that I like and know famous in Indonesia. The first is kimchi, tteokbokki, ramyeon, and the last is bibimbap.
Wow, from the names, it sounds delicious. I'm so hungry now after hearing that. Sometime, can you take me to eat Korean food?
Sure, whenever you can.
Okay, I'm waiting. By the way, from the positive impact we discussed earlier, this Korean wave must also have a negative impact, right?
Yes, you're right. For example, like the current generation who prefer Korean culture over its own culture, as in terms of dress, they wear clothes like idols in Korea that seem sexy and short. They are not in accordance with Indonesian culture that tends to wear closet clothes.
Well, the fashion there is not only focused on clothes that are sexy and open, right? We can model others' fashion that are suitable for use in our country, such as the oversized clothing trend you mentioned earlier, and others.
That's right. And one more negative impact is that they are willing to spend a lot of money to buy merchandise, albums, and so on related to their idols in South Korea.
Even though they can buy other things that are more useful, but back to each other, people's pleasure are different. I'm also a keep of fans. My advice is that the money should be saved for the future.
That is true. Oh, it's already this hour. I just remember there was a schedule of music lesson in the moment. Now I want to get ready first.
Okay. Nice to talk to you today, even if it's just via Zoom. Hopefully, we can quickly meet not through virtual media like this. Have a nice day.
Okay, Septia. See you again and have a nice day too. Bye.
Bye bye.